Monggo sedaya Bapak Ibu guru saha para siswa, kita sesarengan badhe ngaturaken pandonga. Kawula nyuwun supados kita sedaya nyiapaken manah kita piyambak-piyambak. Monggo kita ndedonga. Duh Rama kawula ingkang adhedhampar wonten kratoning swarga ingkang mulya saha langgeng. Ing wanci menika kawula sakempalan alit saking para guru lan karyawan ing SMP Kristen Petra kalih ngaturaken panuwun lan pamuji syukur amargi Gusti tansah berkahi gesang kawula. Duh Gusti, ing wekdal punika kawula para guru lan sedaya para siswa badhe mengeti Bulan Bahasa ngangge tata cara daring utawi online. Kawula badhe nganakaken sawatawis lomba. Kawula nyuwun supados Gusti ngerakaken manah para siswa supados nderek nyengkuyung sedaya lomba ingkang kawula wontenaken. Kejawi menika Duh Gusti, kawula nyuwun supados pandemi corona menika enggal saged kaatasi saengga kawula sedaya saged nglampahi sedaya padamelan kanthi sae. Mekaten Duh Gusti, atur kawula sedaya menika namung kalambaraken wonten rah korbanipun Gusti Yesus Kristus juru wilujeng kawula ingkang sejatos. Amin.
Halo teman-teman.
朋友们，大家好。Piye kabare, Rek?
Halo friends. Apa kabar semuanya? Pasti sehat kan? Nah, di tengah pandemi seperti ini, kita harus selalu menerapkan protokol kesehatan yang ada, seperti
保持距离，nganggo masker,
and stay at home. Oh iya, perkenalkan ya, nama saya Ivan Jo. Nah teman-teman semuanya, SMP Petra 2 sedang mengadakan lomba Bulan Bahasa dengan tema Get to Learn from a Distance. Tapi sebelumnya, yuk kita kenalan dengan teman-teman kita yang lainnya.
大家好，我叫在地，jenengku Marieta.
And I'm Eko. Oke teman-teman semuanya, yuk kita sama-sama melihat lomba membuat cerita bergambar dalam bahasa Indonesia dengan judul Race. Oke, selamat menyaksikan.
Hari ini saya akan menggambar gambaran yang bertema peduli. Selamat menikmati.
Hasil karya dari teman-teman kita luar biasa ya. Semoga menang. Habis ini kita akan menyaksikan lomba yang lebih menarik lagi. Tapi saya akan kasih ke Clevy. Silakan Clevy.
谢谢一凡，大家好，现在我们要看下一个节目，那就是中文唱歌比赛。我们不耽误大家的时间了，开始。
你好，我叫 Delicia， 我是1年级的小学生。今天我要唱《I See the Light》。
每一天读着他叫做每一年眺望着远去，每一个从来都不知道我有多盲目。 的学猫叫，一只喵喵喵喵喵，在你面前踩个跳，哎呦喵喵喵喵喵，我的心脏砰砰跳，你要染上你的微笑，你不说爱我，我就喵喵喵。每天都说有你的拥抱，珍惜在一起的每个模样。你对我多重要，我想你比我不知道，你是我的那只脚。有时候我懒得像只猫，脾气不好，谁要说想不着。你总是温柔的，能把我的心都化掉。我想要当你的小猫猫，我们一起学猫叫，一起喵喵喵喵喵，在你面前踩个跳，哎呦喵喵喵喵喵，我的心跳砰砰跳，你染上你的微笑，你不说爱我，我就喵喵喵。我们一起学猫叫，一起喵喵喵喵喵，我要做你的外套，为你身上的味道，想要变成你的猫，在城里为你说桥，每天都等恋在你的好。有时候我懒得像只猫，脾气不好，是个张牙舞爪。你手是温柔的，能把我的心都化掉。我想要当你的小猫猫，我们一起学猫叫，一起喵喵喵喵喵，在你面前踩个跳，哎呦喵喵喵喵喵，我的心脏砰砰跳，你染上你的微笑，你不说爱我，我就喵喵喵。我们一起学猫叫，一起喵喵喵喵喵，我要做你的味道，为你身上的味道，想要变成你的猫，在你怀里追求，每天都等恋在你的好。我们一起学猫叫，一起喵喵喵喵喵，在你面前踩个跳，还有喵喵喵喵喵，我的心脏砰砰跳，你染上你的微笑，你不说爱我，我就喵喵喵。我们一起学猫叫，一起喵喵喵喵喵，我要做你的味道，为你身上的味道，想要变成你的猫，在你怀里睡觉，每天都等恋在你的好。忘了有多久，才没听到你对我说你最爱的故事。我想了很久，我开始忘了，是不是我又做错了什么？你哭着对我说，动画里都是变的，我不得了，是你的忘记。也许你不会痛，祝你是为我以后我的辩护，星星多亮了，我要变成童话里你爱的那个城市，将快相处变成只将守护你。你要相信，相信我们会像童话故事里，幸福和快乐是结局。 想起我们会向东方呼声里，幸福和快乐是结束。我们变成童话里你爱的那个神奇，将幻想属变成这将属你。你要相信，相信我们会向东方故事里，幸福和欢乐是结束，一起写我们的天使。谢谢。
我听见你的声音，有种特别的感觉，让我不断想，不敢再忘记你。又记得有一个人，永远留在我心中，哪怕只能够这样的想你。如果真的有一天爱情理想会实现，我会加倍努力，好好对你，永远不改变。不管路多么远，一定会让它实现。我会静静在你耳边对你说，对你说，我爱你，爱着你，就像老鼠爱大米。不管有多少风雨，我都会依然陪着你。我想你，想着你，不管有多么的苦，只要能让你开心，我什么都愿意。这样爱你，我爱你，爱着你，就像老鼠爱大米。不管有多少风雨，我都会依然陪着你。我想你，想着你，不管有多么的苦，只要能让你开心，我什么都愿意。这样爱你。
大家好，我叫 Graciela， 我是7、2年级的学生。我喜欢你的眼睛，你的睫毛，你的额头。我喜欢你的酒窝，你的嘴角，你的微笑。我喜欢你，全世界都知道嘲笑。别闹，我会继续，请你准备好。我喜欢你的衬衫，你的手指，你的味道。我想做你的棉袄，你的手套，你的线条。我喜欢你，全世界都明了煎熬。别激怒我的耐心，请你当持枪。喜欢你在每一刻每一秒，喜欢你在每一处每一角，喜欢你一变成习惯那一节跳。我多喜欢你，我不知道。喜欢你让下雨天风停了，喜欢你让下雪 想做你的棉袄，你的手到你的心跳。我希望你全世界都明了解恼，别急了我多耐心，请你当支桥。不是儿子感冒发烧，你是甜的药，就算长个包，有一烦恼坚强。希望你在每一刻每一秒，希望你在每一处每一角，希望你变成喜欢哪一方跳。我多喜欢你，我不知道。希望你让下雨天风停了，希望你让下雪天温暖了，希望你变成喜欢哪一方跳。我多喜欢你，你会知道。我多喜欢你，你会知道。谢谢大家。
满天都是小星星，闪闪放光明，好像微笑的眼睛看着我和你。星星数也数不尽，带好我的心。星星闪闪亮晶晶，慢慢多爱多给你。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、6、50、3、2、1，我的爱和我的心全都属于你。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、7、6、50、3、2、1，星星如果要听见，请大告诉你，我爱你。满天都是小星星，闪闪放光明，好像微笑的眼睛看着我和你。星星数也数不尽，带好我的心。星星闪闪亮晶晶，慢慢多爱多给你。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、7、6、50、3-2-1，我的爱和我的心全都属于你。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、7、6、50、3-2-1，星星如果要听见，再告诉你我爱你。星星如果要听见，爱告诉你我爱你。
不了。没有那么最苦恼，美满的孩子像根草，离开妈妈的怀抱，幸福哪里找？幸福哪里找？世上只有妈妈好，有妈的孩子像个宝，走进妈妈的怀抱，幸福享不了。没有妈妈最苦恼，美满的孩子像根草，离开妈妈的怀抱，幸福哪里找？幸福哪里找？世上只有妈妈好，有妈的孩子像个宝，走进妈妈的怀抱，幸福享不了。没有妈妈最苦恼，美满的孩子像根草，离开妈妈的怀抱，幸福哪里找？幸福哪里找？
你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。轻轻的一个吻，已经打动我的心。深深的一段情，叫我思念到如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。轻轻的一个吻，已经打动我的心。深深的一段情，叫我思念到如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。我的情也真，我的爱也真，月亮代表我的心。
我听见你的声音，有种特别的感觉，让我不断想，不敢再忘记你。我记得有一个人，永远留在我心中，哪怕只能够这样的想你。我怎能有一天，爱情理想会实现？我会加倍努力，好好对你，永远不改变。不管路有多么远，一定会让它实现。我会轻轻在你耳边对你说，对你说，我爱你，爱着你，就像老鼠爱大米。不管有多少风雨，我都会依然陪着你。我想你，想着你，不管有多么的苦，只要能让你开心，我什么都愿意，这样爱你。 我听见你的声音，有种特别的感觉，让我不断想，不敢再忘记你。我记得有一个人，永远留在我心中，哪怕只能够这样的想你。如果真的有一天爱情理想会实现，我会加倍努力好好对你，永远不改变。不管路有多么远，一定会让它实现。我会轻轻在你耳边对你说，对你说，我爱你，爱着你，就像老鼠爱大米。不管有多少风雨，我都会依然陪着你。我想你，想着你，不管有多么的苦，只要能让你开心，我什么都愿意，这样爱你。我想你，想着你，不管有多么的苦，只要能让你开心，我什么都愿意，这样爱你。
你好，我叫Vanessa，我是1年级的小学生。今天我又唱流行语的歌。
温柔的星空应该让你感动，我在你身后为你布置一片天空，不准你难过，替你排平寂寞，梦想的重量全部都交给我，牵你手跟着我走，风再大又怎样，你有了我，再也不为你路方向，被你追看流星雨落在这地球上，让你的泪落在我肩膀，要你相信我的爱只更为你勇敢，你会看见幸福的所在。伤感若太多，请就给我包容，鼻尖的眼我会替你偷看透，天蓝的言语10年前却看清，如果我怎么因为我真的爱你，牵你手跟着我走，风再大又怎样，你有了我，再也不为你路方向，被你吹干流星雨落在这地球上，让你的泪落在我肩膀，要你相信我的爱只更为你勇敢，你会看见
幸福的所在。一黑眼前线敞开，洒下一片温暖，我又分享你眼中的泪光，陪你去看流星雨落在这地球上，让你的泪落在我肩膀。要你相信我的爱只更为你勇敢，你会看见幸福的所在。陪你去看流星雨落在这地球上，让你的泪落在我肩膀。要你相信我的爱只更为你勇敢，你会看见幸福的所在，你会看见幸福的所在。谢谢。
像我很
一份爱从天而来，比山高，比海深，这不懂，摸不着，揭竿的剑。因为有你，因为有我，甘心给，用心爱，把心中这一份爱活出来。耶稣的爱激励我，敞开我的生命，让自己成为别人祝福。耶稣的爱点燃我心中熊熊爱火，我们一起向世界活出爱。有一份爱从天而来，比山高，比海深，这不懂，摸不着，揭竿的剑。因为有你，因为有我，甘心给，用心爱，把心中这一份爱活出来。耶稣的爱激励我，敞开我的生命，让自己成为别人祝福。耶稣的爱点燃我心中熊熊爱火，我们一起向世界活出爱。耶稣的爱激励我，敞开我的生命，让自己成为别人祝福。耶稣的爱点燃我心中熊熊爱火，我们一起向世界活出爱。我们一起向世界活出爱，我们一起向世界。
太棒了！当唱歌的时候，除了天赋，还要自信和勇敢。刚才大家演的都很棒，接下来我要请玛丽达继续下一个的节目。
Matur nuwun Glevi. Piye kabare kanca-kanca kabeh? Saiki aku arep nerusake acara iki. Kanthi nganggo basa Jawa ya. Lomba candake yaiku lomba geguritan. Maca geguritan kuwi kudu nganggo penghayatan supaya isi geguritan luwih trep lan nyes. Ayo saiki padha bareng nonton lomba geguritan saka para kanca SMP Petra Loro. Ayo disimak bareng ya.
Pahlawan, sliramu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Tadah awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan. Kanggo rakyat saking cekramane penindasan. Pahlawan, lawan bengi nantang maut, melawan musuh-musuh kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan ngajak gelut, ra peduli nanjan awak padha lanjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu koyok geni, ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni, kanggo jaga lemah kang ditresnani. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928 apa sing diimplikake dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. pahlawan, perjuanganmu sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh mergo perjuanganmu, pahlawanku. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados srengenge kang uripku. Menehi semuna cahya kanggo kabeh pangarep-arepku. Panjenengan mandangi lurung-lurung kang butuh. Liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pengorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine panguripan. Marang panjenengan gegayuh dipun taruhake. Lan marang panjenengan ngarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nentokake nasib bangsa kawula. Wonten mokal kagem panjenengan. Mewujudake generasi emas bangsa kan gemembiar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, sakabehing donya ora bisa bales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso nggawe bintang ing pepeteng. Tak ora bisa nganti jasamu karo apa wae. Nanging kita bakal gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengeti sajrone uripku. Lan ora bakal lebur dening putaran waktu. Pahlawanku, sumunar semlingah sunarip bagaskara, pandang sumilak jagat nusantara. Bumi pusaka wis kawentar, ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang bergani. Aku lila, korban jiwa raga kanggo bumi.
Dalam Gracela saking kelas 7 kali sugeng midhangetaken pahlawanku dening Rono. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados srengenge kangge uripku. Menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pangarep-arepku. Panjenengan madangi lurung-lurung kang buntu. Liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pangorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine panguripan. Mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipun taruhaken. Lan marang panjenengan pengarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Mboten mokal kagem panjenengan mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gemebiar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, sakabehing donya ora bisa bales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso gawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora bisa ganti jasamu karo apa wae. Nanging kita bakal gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengeti sajrone
uripku. Bakal kita pengeti ing sajroning ati. Lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu. Pahlawanku sumunar sumringah sunare bagas koro. Padang sumilak jagat nuswantara. Bumi pusaka wis kawentar. Ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang grenggani. Aku lilo korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku. Matur nuwun.
Sugeng enyang Bapak Ibu Guru, nepangaken nami kula Maharani. Saking kelas 7. Sakmenika kula badhe maca puisi Pahlawanku Hening Rono.
Pahlawanku dening Rono. Pahlawan, seliramu jadi dalan kemerdekaan. Tata awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan. Kanggo rakyat saking cengkramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan, bengi, nandang maut, nglawan mungso-mungso kang samrawut. Kabeh lawan kok ajak gelut, ra peduli najan awak botol penjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu koyok geni, ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni. Kanggo njogo lemah kang ditresnani. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928. Apa sing diimpike dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh mergo perjuanganmu pahlawanku. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados srengenge kangge uripku. Menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pengarep-arep. Panjenengan madangi lurung-lurung kang putih. Liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pengorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine penguripan. Mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipun taruhaken. Lan marang panjenengan pengarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang mentokake nasib bangsa kawula. Mboten mokal kanggem panjenengan mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang kemabyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, sakabeh ing dunya ora bisa males jasamu. Ya iku jasamu kang iso gawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora bisa nganti jasamu karo apa bae. Nanging kita bakal gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pangeti sajrone uripku. Bakal kita pangeti ing sajrone ati. Lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu. Pahlawanku, sumunar sumringah sunare
wantara bumimu sapa wis kawentar ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang grenggani aku lilo korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku matur nuwun
Indonesia di hatiku. Indonesia selalu di hatiku, limpahkan rahmatmu.
Pahlawan, pahlawan, seliramu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Tata awakmu ora werdi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo penesine kebebasan, kanggo rakyat saking cengkeramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan bengi nantang maut, ngelawan mungsuh-mungsuh kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan kok acak gelut ra peduli najan awak padha becut. Pahlawan, semangatmu kaya geni ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni. Kanggo njaga lemah kang ditresnani, Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1980, apa sing diimpike dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka pahlawan. Perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh mergo perjuanganmu pahlawan. Pahlawanku panjenengan dados sengringi kangge uripku. Menehi sumrah cahya kanggo kabeh. Pangarep-arepku panjenengan mandangi lurung-lurung kang bantu liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pengorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine penguripan. Mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipun taruhaken. Lan marang panjenengan pengarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kula. Boten mokal kagem panjenengan. Wujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gembyar sing ketetem. Pahlawan, sakebening dunya ora bisa balas jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso gawe bintang ing bebeteng. Kita ora bisa ganti jasamu karo apa wae. Nanging kita bakal gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengeti sajroning uripku. Bakal kita pengeti ing sajroning ati lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran waktu. Pahlawan, sumunar sumringah sunare bagas kala. Padang sumilak jagat Nusantara, bumi pukasan wus kawentar. Ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang ngrengani aku lilo. Korban jiwa raga kanggo
Pahlawanku, pahlawan, sliramu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Tadah awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan, kanggo rakyat saking cengkramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan bengi nantang maut, ngalawan mungsuh-mungsuh kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan kok ajak gelut. Ra peduli najan awak padha benjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu kaya geni, ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni, kanggo njaga lemah kang ditresnani. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1980. Apa sing diimpike dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh merga perjuanganmu, pahlawanku. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados srengenge kangge uripku. Menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pengarep-arepku. Panjenengan madangi lorong-lorong kang buntu. Liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pangorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine panguripan. Mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipun taruhaken lan marang panjenengan pangarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Boten mokal kagem panjenengan. Mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gemebyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku. Sakabehing donya ora bisa mbales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso nggawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora bisa ngganti jasamu karo apa bae. Nanging kita bakal nggawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengerti sajrone uripku. Bakal kita pengerti ing sajroning ati. Lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu. Pahlawanku, sumunar sumringah sunare Bagaskara. Padang sumilak jagat nuswantara. Bumi pusaka wus kawentar. Ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang grenggani. Aku lilo, korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku. Matur nuwun.
Hai, tepangaken nami kula Clarissa saka kelas 9. Badhe ngaturaken geguritan basa Jawi. Pahlawanku dening Rono. Pahlawan, sliramu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Dada awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan. Kanggo rakyat saking cengkramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan bengi nantang maut. Ngelawan mungsu-mungsu kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan koajak gelut. Ra peduli najan awak padha benjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu kaya geni. Ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni. Indonesia merdeka. Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928. Apa sing diimpike dadi nyata? Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu. Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh mergo perjuanganmu. Pahlawanku, pahlawanku. Panjenengan dados srengenge kanggo uripku. Menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pangarep-arepku. Panjenengan mandangi lurung-lurung kang buntu liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pengorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine panguripan. Mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipun taruhaken. Lan marang panjenengan pangarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Boten mokal kagem panjenengan mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gemebyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, saka baing donya ora iso mbales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso nggawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora iso nganti jasamu karo apa bae. Nanging kita bakal nggawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengeti sajrone uripku. Bakal kita pengeti ing sajroning ati. Lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu. Pahlawanku, sumenar sumringah sunare Bagaskara. Padang sumilak jagat nuswantara. Bumi pusaka puskawentar. Ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang renggani. Aku lilo, korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku.
Pahlawanku Deni Rono. Pahlawan, seliranmu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Tahda awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan, kanggo rakyat saking cengkramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan bengi nantang maut, ngelawan mungsu-mungsu kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan kok ajak gelut, ra peduli nanjan awak podo benjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu koyok geni, ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni, kanggo jaga lemah kang ditresnoni. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928, apa sing diimpike dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh mergo perjuanganmu, pahlawanku. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados srengenge kangge uripku. Menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pengarep-arepku. Panjenengan madangi lurung-lurung kang buntu, liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pangorbananmu. Aku nangkep artie panguripan mung marang panjenengan, kegayuhan dipun taruhaken lan marang panjenengan pengarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Boten mokal kanggem panjenengan mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gemebyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, sakabehing donya ora bisa mbales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso gawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora bisa nganti jasamu karo apa bae, nanging kita pokol gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengeti sakjroning uripku, bakal kita pengeti ing sakroning ati, lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran waktu. Pahlawanku, sumunar sumringah sunare Bagaskara, padang sumilak jagat nuwastara. Bumi pusaka muska wentar ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang rengoni aku lila korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku. Bangsa yang besar adalah bangsa yang menghormati jasa para pahlawannya. I.R. Soekarno.
Pahlawanku Dening Rono. Pahlawan seliramu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Tadah awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan, kanggo rakyat saking cengkramane penindasan. Pahlawan awan bengi nantang maut, ngalawan mungsuh-mungsuh kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan ko ajak gelut, ra peduli najan awak podo benjut. Pahlawan semangatmu koyo geni, ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni, kanggo jaga lemah kang ditresnani. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928. Apa sing diimpike dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh mergo perjuanganmu, pahlawanku, pahlawanku. Panjenengan dados srengenge kangge uripku, menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pengarep-arepku. Panjenengan madangi lurung-lurung kang buntu, liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pangorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine panguripan, mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipun taruhaken, lan marang panjenengan pengarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Boten mokal kagem panjenengan, mujud mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gemebyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, sakabehing donya ora bisa mbales jasamu, yaiku jasamu kang iso nggawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora bisa ganti jasamu karo apa bae, nanging kita bakal nggawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pengeti sajrone uripku, bakal kita pengeti ing sajroning ati, lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu. Pahlawanku, sumunar sumringah sunare bagaskara, padang sumilak jagat nuswantara, bumi pusaka puskawentar, ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang grenggani. Aku lila korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku.
Halo, jenengku Felicia Utomo, saka kelas 11 nomor 8. Dina iki aku bakal maca geguritan. Pahlawanku dening Rono. Pahlawan, slirahmu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Dadah awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan, kanggo rakyat saking cekramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan, bengi nantang maut, ngalawan musuh-musuh kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan ku aja gelut, ra peduli najan awak padha benjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu kaya geni, ngobong kabeh pasukan kompeni, kanggo njaga lemah kang ditresnani. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928, apa sing diimpiake dadi nyata? Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu, kabeh merga perjuanganmu, pahlawanku. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados srengenge kangge uripku. Menehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pangarep-arepku. Panjenengan modhongi lurung-lurung kang buntu liwat sorotan cahya kang metu saka pangorbananmu. Aku nangkap artine panguripan mung marang panjenengan gegayuhan dipuntaruhaken, lan marang panjenengan pangarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Boten mokal kagem panjenengan mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gembyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, saka behing donya ora bisa mbales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso gawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora bisa ngganti jasamu karo apa bae. Nanging kita bakal gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita pangenti sajroning uripku. Bakal kita pangeti ing sajroning ati, lan ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu.
Pahlawanku, sumunar sumringah, sunare bogoskara, padang sumilak jagat nuswantara, bumi pusaka wus kawentar, ombak-ombak samudra, kencana kang ngrenggani aku lila, korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku.
Pahlawanku, pahlawan, sliramu dadi dalan kemerdekaan. Dadah awak ora wedi marang kematian. Nyawamu kanggo pondasine kebebasan. Kanggo rakyat saking cengkramane penindasan. Pahlawan, awan bengi nantang maut. Nglawan mungsuh-mungsuh kang semrawut. Kabeh lawan ko ajak gelut. Ra peduli najan awak padha benjut. Pahlawan, semangatmu koyok geni. Ngobong kabeh pasukane kompeni. Kanggo njaga lemah kang ditresnani. Indonesia merdeka, Indonesia dihormati. 28 Oktober tahun 1928. Sopo sing diimpi dadi nyata. Saiki Indonesia wis merdeka. Pahlawan, perjuanganmu ra sia-sia. Indonesia bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Kabeh merga perjuanganmu, pahlawanku. Pahlawanku, panjenengan dados senenge kangge uripku. Manehi sumunar cahya kanggo kabeh pangarep-arepku. Panjenengan madangi lorong-lorong kang buntu. Liwat sorotan cahya kang merusaka pengorbananmu. Aku nangkep artine penguripan. Mung marang panjenengan keguyuhan dipun taruhaken. Lan marang panjenengan pangarep kang luwih becik. Panjenengan kang nemtokake nasib bangsa kawula. Boten mokal kagem panjenengan. Mujudake generasi emas bangsa kang gemebyar ing pepeteng. Pahlawanku, sakabehing donya ora iso bales jasamu. Yaiku jasamu kang iso gawe bintang ing pepeteng. Kita ora iso ngganti jasamu karo apa bae. Nanging kita bakal gawe panjenengan bangga. Jasamu bakal kita mengerti sajroning uripku. Bakal kita mengerti ing sajroning ati. Lah ora bakal lebur dening puteran wektu. Pahlawanku, sumunar sumringah sunare bagaskara. Padang sumilak jagat nuswantara. Bumi pusaka wis kawentar. Ombak-ombak samudra kencana kang ngrenggani aku lila. Korban jiwa raga kanggo bumiku.
Wah, Jian, apik banget penghayatane konco-konco kabeh mau. Intine supaya geguritan mau bisa kanggo panutan kita kabeh. Acara sateruse, aku njaluk tulung Excel kanggo nerusake acara iki.
Thank you, Marietta. Hi guys, now we are going to switch to English. But first, what do you guys think of our friends' work for this month's competition that we have just seen together? Aren't they terrific? I believe you totally agree with me. Speaking of which, I got a story to tell. The story is about a little tiny bird. A little bunny bird. A flying little bird. bird. Oh no, apparently I'm terrible at telling stories. Really sorry to cry. And instead of listening to me talking nonsense, let's listen to our friend's storytelling competition. Without further ado, I present to you a storytelling competition.
Finally, I finished all of the homework that was given, said a 13-year-old high school girl named Leah. She's doing classes and anything that is related to school online because of the pandemic. Right now, she's thinking of some way to make her lovely afternoon less boring. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? She kept thinking to herself. Suddenly, an idea came up to her mind. Oh, I should call Kevin. Kevin is Leah's best friend. It's been a while they didn't call or talk with each other. Let me ask him if he's free. With that being said, Leah quickly chatted Kevin. Kevin answered with, "Yeah? Why?" "Can I call you?" Leah replied. Kevin didn't reply. Instead, he straight up calling Leah. Leah is surprised, but also happy. "Hello?" said Leah in the phone. "Hi Leah, how are you? It's been a while since I heard your voice," Kevin said while giggling. "I'm good. And you?" Leah asked. "Doing just fine, but I miss hanging out with you though. I wish we can meet up," Kevin replied. "Actually, we can, but with the new normal regulations. You know, like washing your hands, wear a mask, keep distance with other person, yeah, that kind of stuff." "Well, yeah, I guess," Kevin said. "Don't be like that. We have to keep going. We can do it. Of course we can. Remember, new normal, new me."
Hello everyone, my name is Fiona, and today I'm going to tell you a story with the topic New Normal, New Me. The world has been under the COVID-19 pandemic for about 7 months, and it's not surprising that many changes have been made. Adjusting with the situation, many rules, habits, and even activities preference have developed a contrast difference compared to the old days. These new adjustments are known as the new normal. In the midst of the COVID-19 quarantine, I learned many unexpected things that I might or might not get without the pandemic. The first lesson that I learned is caring our loved ones by maintaining our health. This statement may sound ridiculous because even before the pandemic, many of us have eaten healthy food and have done several exercises. Some of you guys might even wonder, what is the connection between caring our loved ones and health? What I want to point out here is my motives. Personally, back then before the pandemic, I maintained my health for myself because I don't have to worry about my family getting caught on the virus. Nowadays, not only for myself, but I maintain it also for people around me because I don't want them to catch the virus from me. And the second lesson is the fact that I could build a better relationship with my family in this situation. Doing activities inside the house all the time definitely improves my family relationship. Before the pandemic, all of us have to go to different places to do different activities. During the pandemic, all of us could not get out of the house. So, we spend our time together. Knowing each other better and doing things we enjoy certainly improves my family relationship. And the last lesson is all about how I can self-improve myself as a better person. Quarantine means more time, and more time means we can spend it to our heart's content, which in my case is self-improvement by doing something productive. I'm just a human and I also have my lazy days, especially on weekends, but I always try to do something productive. Whenever I'm not in a mood to do something, I usually do a trick where I convince myself to do something productive for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I can decide whether I want to continue with that activity or not. I usually end up doing more than that, But even if I choose to stop, I'll already do something productive for 15 minutes. All in all, the world keeps on changing. Even though it might be difficult to adapt with the adjustments, we have to keep up with it, so we won't be outdated to the world. That's all from me, guys. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Bye.
Hi everyone, I am Ivana. Today I'm gonna tell you a story about New Normal New Me. New Normal New Me. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Fitra. She was so popular in school because she's smart and she liked study. She always get a good score in almost every test. Every teacher in her school liked her, and her parents really love her. She has a brother, and he really jealous with her. One day, there is a virus case called coronavirus. On that day, you have to stay at home and do it all online. At the first week of quarantine, she felt happy because she can stay at home all day. But after 2 months of quarantine, she started miss her friends and teacher in school. One day there is a science test and she forgot to study. And then her brother told her to cheat. And then she said, fine, just this once. So she cheated. After the result came out, she felt so happy because she got a perfect score. And then she said, I think cheating is better than studying. The teacher didn't know if I was cheating. I think I'm gonna cheat again in the next test. And then she cheat again and again. She always got a good score since she cheated. One day there is a news that the virus is finally gone from her country, so all students can go to school as usual. At the first day of school, she still has lots of friends and the teachers still like her too. But after the midterm tests, almost all her friends and teachers hate her because the teachers found out that she was cheating. So almost all her friends were disappointed. And now she's so regretful. Why did I cheat yesterday? Why did I have to listen my brother? She said that with a regretfulness heart. So guys, you should be honest with everyone. Do not cheat even though your teacher don't know. Thank you.
Friends and all teachers, good morning. My name is Jana. I'm from class 7-2. My number is 17. Today I'm going to talk about new normal and other things that is related to the coronavirus. So first thing first is, what is new normal? New normal is a new way of living and going on our lives, work, and even interactions with other people. Corona really changed our lives. For example, if we go out, also when we meet, interact, or have conversations with someone, we have to wear our masks. We have to occasionally wash our hands and using hand sanitizers, especially before touching our face. The most crucial parts of our face are our eyes, nose, and mouth. Sometimes, for extra protection, we need to put on gloves and face shields. Corona really changed our educational system too. Since this pandemic occurs, we cannot go to school like we used to. We can only study through Zoom or other educational online apps. And because of Corona, we can't go out too often like before. For staying fit and healthy, we are recommended to take some vitamins to increase our immune system, which could minimize the risk of getting COVID-19. Some of the most important vitamins to take are vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. Besides our physical health, we also have to take care of our mental health. To adjust ourselves, we have to find a new hobby, activity, or something that pleases us to reduce our stress and boredom. Find some new things we could do inside the house, or maybe some outdoor activity that doesn't include a lot of people. For example, gardening, cooking, baking. We have to pay attention to our spiritual health as well. Lastly, but the most important part is being as close as possible to Jesus. Keep our faith and don't lose hope. For whatever happens, good or bad, God is always in control. We can get closer to God by doing these things, such as always praying to God, never forget to read the Bible, listening to gospel music or worship songs, and joining online church weekly. That's
Hello, my name is Shanna. I'm from class 7.2 and my absent number is 24. Now, I will tell a story about new normal, new me. Let's begin. Before pandemic, I used to be a girl who likes to go outside of the house. For example, playing with friends, going out with my cousins, and I like to go to the mall and travel around the city with my family. Just think about playing and traveling. Maybe that's why I was not acting and studying. But after pandemic, when I want to go outside of the house, I have to wear a mask like this, face shield, like this, and hand sanitizer. But not only that, when I come home, I have to change and wash my clothes, take a shower, and wash my hair. It's very complicated, right? It's troublesome. That's why my parents said, if you don't need to leave the house, then just stay at home, because it's safer at home. That's what is called new normal. During pandemic, I spent more time making school assignments and studying. I just realized that during pandemic, I prefer more time to study and I can do what I couldn't before. For example, editing photos and videos, running Microsoft Word, and PowerPoint. And also, I have much time with my family. For example, joking together, eating together, watching TV together. It's really fun. I think that this pandemic is not fun. But with this pandemic, my life has changed, more responsible in terms of learning, and more mature. That's all my opinion. New normal, new me, it means better me. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hello everybody, my name is Gabriel Alexa from class 7-4, number 7. Today I'm going to tell a story about the panic boy Alex. One day, Alex played games on his phone. He played his phone until 1 hour. Finally, he was tired. I am tired and bored. What would I do? He asked himself. Finally, Alex go to his desk and started to study. Suddenly, his phone had a message. He ran and took his phone and watched his Facebook. He saw a writing that said, "Please wear a mask when you go out. Don't forget to wash your hands." Alex was surprised and asked his mom, "Mom, is there any virus in our house?" Alex's mom answered, "Alex, as long as you're healthy, no virus will come to our house." Alex calm again and continued studying again. Thank you, everyone.
Hi there, my name is Samantha Ariomo, and today I'll be reading to you my story. I arose from my bed, ready to face the day. Before I go to the restroom for a shower, I race to my dresser to select my uniform. After getting ready, I go to my dining room to get breakfast. At 6:15 a.m., my siblings and I leave to go to school. Around 3 p.m., I finish school and head to my course. I eat lunch while en route to it. After my course ended, I head back home. At home, I do my homework, chores, and that's all I do in a day. Well, that was in 2019, because we have new circumstances to adapt for 2020. The year 2020 unfolded. It appears to be the same as 2019 at first glance. Life proceeded as it should be. Unbeknownst to humankind, there was a virus spreading at a scarcely credible pace. The virus was named COVID-19. Although COVID-19 was declared as a pandemic in March 2020, the scientists identified COVID-19 in December 2019 in Wuhan, China. Life as we knew it was going to change, for better or for worse. Changes are inevitable. At first, it seemed to be going well, as we have the internet to entertain ourselves. But as time went by, the internet, as wide and as deep it was, can no longer quench our thirst for entertainment. COVID-19 made us realize that we need to adapt to these new conditions. For example, learning in school cannot be done as it should. It has to be held online through internet conference calls, where we do not see our teachers and friends, because we have to be social distance during this pandemic. It is no longer a big whiteboard, it was a screen. It was no longer a seatmate beside you. It was merely a gap or a wall. Focusing on school, however, remains an issue unsolved for most. Just as school was 1 or 2 taps away, so is YouTube and anything else distracting. Distractions were as close as school now, and it all comes down to whatever filled your heart's content. Despite all its quirks, this condition gives us plenty of time to do our studies and projects. We might indeed have a lot of spare time. However, we need to plan and use our time wisely. I do not know how long the quarantine will last, but we might as well take the benefits from it. We can try new hobbies and develop our talents. There are some downsides from learning through internet conference calls. For instance, we will not grasp the topic well because of our limited resources and interactions with our teachers. Then we cannot adequately develop our social skills due to limited interactions with our friends. All in all, as God's words say, we ought to trust and thank Him in all situations. We must continue to hold God's promise that He is in control. Thank you for listening to my story. God bless you. Bye.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Teachers and all my friends who are watching right now. And
as you probably may already know right now, but my name is T. Michael and I'm from class 8-1, number 7. Yeah, the lucky number 7. Not saying that I'm lucky though, but anyways, today I'm going to be telling about my story. And what is the theme about? This time it's about the new normal. The new normal in the world right now, and the new me. Because of the new normal, it just makes me even more having an even newer life, having a more different life. So back to school doing this really scary coronavirus pandemic thing, it's an absolutely different, huge different thing. Different thing that what we're supposed to know about school. We know that schools are supposed to be a huge building and then we go there every day to learn something new from the teachers and have friends, have school, but that's what school's about. And this coronavirus pandemic just swoops it all into the dump. But even though that is the thing right now, school is still a huge necessity. It's still a huge thing every child needs. However, it does bring an extra layer of anxiety when it comes to health and safety. And it is undeniable truth that the signs of academic and social regression, since being forced out of the classroom, are very visible. Each child needs to develop in a normal social life, because right now, what kind of normal social life we have? We have our family. What do we have? What else do we have? Friends, teachers. They're just online. They're just on the internet. They're in the world, but they're just on a different place, and we can only reach them by the internet. Well, we cannot meet them. And there are lots of things that we can do. Like lots of kids that just start all their whole life on an online world, they won't know how it feels to be like, hey friend, I want to run with you. Can I go with you? Or like, hey, can we take a walk? Or like, maybe even just hanging out somewhere. It's really different to what we have right now. It's just everything is online. But yeah, all those screens that I just screamed out right now, the hey friend, you want to go here and there, or hey, you want to do this and that, hey, that looks cool, that looks fun. Yeah, it's not all just dreams, but we don't let that dream down. But yeah, right now, it's just not a possibility for us to meet up at any point of life right now. Just that's why I really miss you all. I miss you all, teachers, friends. I miss the whole school. I used to have a huge family of friends and teachers. But I'm here not just to cry out for my misery, or basically everyone's misery. Yeah, what do you think? How about you? Yeah, everyone thinks the same thing. They also miss their friends and teachers. Maybe some even miss the studies, the ease of studying at school. So, I think we can build a smarter plan. We can make a plan. Yes, that is true, a plan. So first of all, let's build more intense communication. Sharing ideas is a great way. It's a really great way to keep in touch. Let's use the internet to build lots of friendship, more friendship. So yeah. And then the second part, let's be more active. Let's be more active in our meetings, in our studies. And it's not a good thing to just stay quiet and doing nothing, it doesn't help. Alright? It just doesn't help the condition right now. It just makes things worse. So that's why I think those two parts of the plan is a huge thing. It's not easy to just do one part only. Even in one part only, it's not easy. But if we can all work together and try to make a social life really great in the online world, it's gonna be fun. But even like if you're in online classes or meeting or something, right now, I know what you're gonna be asking. But if you don't wanna talk because you don't know, maybe the teacher asks you some weird and hard questions to you, and you feel like that. What's the answer? I don't know any of these, so I'm just peace out. I'm just gonna turn off the camera and just mute myself, or maybe even leave the meeting. Yeah, get it? Leave the meeting. That is really sad right there. That is just poor life right there. Which is why I feel like I should point out that learning is not always getting the best answers that you can say. Only getting the right answers. If you don't know the answer, then you can just say that you don't really know, you don't understand something. You can just tell it's a learning process. It's not like, it's different if it was an exam or something. You cannot, of course, you have to prepare yourself before the test or exam or whatever it is. But I feel like that's already quite a lot of things to say for me. And last but not least, I chose myself to be happy that I'm still here right now, and be happy and be grateful the most to God. So thank you all for listening to my story, and I hope you all enjoy your life right now. Yeah, enjoy your life, but also keep in mind to be grateful for what you have, and also maybe try to do some of the things that I've been trying to say. So yeah, and I hope you all have a great day, and God bless you.
Hi guys, my name is Keisha. I'm from class 8 number 16. Today I'm going to start telling you about new normal, new me. Well, there's a lot happening in this quarantine. More positive, but there's a negative side. So let's just talk about the negative. Well, I became more lazier, and sometimes I just lay in bed and watching TikToks, YouTube, and movies all day, which is not productive. Yeah, and I got some mental health things, but let's just not talk about that. Let's move into the positive side. There's a lot of positive side. Some I bake a lot, that means I learned something, some new recipes, and I bake some shop, but I'm tired, so I close them down. Yeah, I learned some self-love, well, almost, but I'm on progress. I learned the art of vintage, to respect the elders. I learned some politics, I learned some stocks, or we just said saham here. And I became more unproblematic, well, almost. I want to be the not problematic people. And I'm doing some self-care, such as skincare, meditating, and doing some positive things in my life. And let's just move to what I'm going to do after quarantine. Well, I'm just gonna invest some stocks in some companies, several companies like McDonald's, Innomatic, and some KFC. And I'm just gonna joining some social activities like going to the orphanage and something. And I'm just gonna discussing and learning about RUPKS because I think it needs to be made, because there's a lot inside, like women's rights, and this law will protect women from rape and catcalling and others like that. So thank you for listening my storytelling. Have a nice quarantine, wear a mask, and be safe. Stay healthy, goodbye, God bless you.
New normal, new me. There's a story about a girl named Ava. Ava is a beautiful and kind teenage girl. She lives in a small town with her older sister Alice and her parents. Eva's birthday is come in a few weeks. Like most teenagers, she is so excited for her birthday. She can't wait to celebrate her birthday with her family and her friends. Unfortunately, a few days before Eva's birthday, her parents had to travel out of town. Eva is sad but still excited to celebrate her birthday with her friends and her sister. The day before Eva's birthday, Alice decided to buy a cake for Eva. When Alice got in the store, she saw the news about the virus that had been spread to many countries. She immediately went home and told her sister about the news. They were shocked and worried about their parents. Eva called her parents and told them about the news. Her parents informed her that they are on the way home. A few hours later, Eva's friends called her that they can't come to her birthday party. Eva is really sad, but she understands the situation. The next day, Eva and Alice's parents went home and they celebrated Eva's birthday. Eva was so happy that her parents got home safely. Several days have passed. Eva and Alice's school informed all of the students that the school is temporarily closed. They also told all the students that they will do online lessons using an app that the school prepared. The school started with a new method. A few days later, Eva and her dad were sitting in a couch, and they were watching the news that the government informed everybody to stay at home and required to everyone to wear a face mask in the public. The government also encouraged everybody to use hand sanitizer. Day by day have been passed. Eva and her family trying to get used to doing a new normal. Sometimes, Eva and Alice complain about the COVID-19 situation that can't stop, but their parents continue to encourage them and give advice that this new normal is to avoid contracting the COVID-19 virus, and their parents teach them to always remember God. Because of every trial they experience will not exceed their faith as long as they rely on God.
Good morning or good evening, friends and teacher. Today now I want to present a story I made with the theme New Normal New Me. COVID-19. It was first found on December 2019 in Wuhan, China. But COVID-19 was declared as a pandemic on March 2020, declared by Public Health Emergency of International Concern. On 23rd January 2020, the central government of China imposed lockdown in Wuhan and in other countries in Hubei in an effort to quarantine the center of an outbreak of COVID-19. Many other countries that banned flights and travelers from China and to China. Despite their efforts, COVID-19 continued to spread and cause many deaths. Many governments are worried for the safety of their people. World Health Organization recommended that all countries should consider to impose lockdown. Many, if not all, neighboring countries of Indonesia decided to impose lockdown. Their main motive is the safety of their people. However, this decision has a severe impact on their economy. Despite all the pressure from many groups in society, our government decided to impose social distancing instead of lockdown. The government received many oppositions and critiques regarding the decision. Many people undermined President Jokowi for this decision, but he explained that this is the best way for Indonesian people. The local government in Surabaya and East Java imposed social distancing in many areas. As far as I know, education and businesses are also impacted by social distancing. Malls, cinemas, restaurants, hotels, factories are closed, so are schools, to prevent the number of infected people by COVID-19 to increase. Since several months ago, I had new routines, as I don't have to wake up early, take a 30-minute trip to school, waiting to be picked up from school, and a trip back home that would take around 1 hour and a half. My routines are peculiarly different from what I do normally when I go to physical school. I wake up at 6:15 a.m., take a shower, and prepare for the Zoom call. And during break time, I eat breakfast with the rest of my family. After school, I have an obligation to wash the dishes and make rice. The rest of my day is spent for doing chores and other things. I miss being able to communicate with friends, and to me it is easier to focus in physical school than in online school. For what I like about the new way of studying is I have more free time to do other activities. I hope the pandemic will end soon so that we can go back to physical school. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope this story with information in it can help other people. Bye!
Hi guys, it's me Fina, class 9-2, number 23. Today I'm going to tell you about my life here at my house. It's been a while since I go to school and meet my friends and study there because of this pandemic. Now, the negative thing about this pandemic is that I get bored easily now. I'm just stuck in this room almost all the time and at this house. I cannot go out freely anymore and hang out with my neighbor friends like that, not anymore. All of us are just too afraid about this coronavirus. And now there's this thing called school, but virtual school, which is very a bit tad annoying for me because of the reception in here is very bad. I don't want to talk about it. It's just very bad. I cannot freely play my games anymore, and even though I go to this virtual school, I cannot really get the hang out of it, you know? It's just too new for me. I don't really like new things. And I cannot meet my friends anymore and go to malls and shop like that, which is a bit sad. Yeah, I cannot do that anymore without my parents' permission. Yeah, but the positive thing about this pandemic is that I somehow can get to hang out with my family again. All of us usually mind our own business. My mom and dad go to work, my sister and I just go to school. And then we usually just eat dinner together, then go to bed, nothing else. Except for Bible time, we always read together. And about this hang out with family was very new to me at the first time. But I somehow get used to it and I love it really. I get to be with my family more and know more of them. And I can have fun with my sister, just tease her, and with her dogs. I hate dogs. And yeah, but even though this is the pandemic and I cannot see my friends anymore, I can still chat them at my phone, maybe video call them, and have fun in my social media more. Except for school, I do not do that, I promise. And yeah, about this pandemic, I've been to checkups recently and they say that I'm healthy right now and I should keep up with it. But my dad has been a bit sick lately, which is a bit annoying, and I hope he goes soon well. And to be honest, I don't have any more things to say, but what I want to say is that I wish for us, all of us here, humans in Earth, to get this pandemic thing to quickly disappear it like that. I hope that we can go back to our normal routine
but keep up with the positive ones about this pandemic as well. Just like mine is that I can hang out with my family more and just stay at my house. I don't get tired easily now like the old days. Oh yes, one more negative thing about pandemic. I get a lot of homework, which is, I don't like homework. And I'm already at 9th grade, which is a much more hard than the old days. I cannot believe that I'm 15 years old right now and I'm at 9th grade. Time flies fast, indeed. Well, I don't really have anything to say anymore. Sorry if this is a bit, crap like that. I just cannot get used to this. One thing for sure is that I hope for all of us can get used to this pandemic and all of us stay healthy and away from this coronavirus forever. Seriously. That's all for me. Sorry for this crappy storytelling about me. Thank you and good morning. It's Vina from class 9-2, number 23. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jill Victoria. I'm from Nigeria and I'm number 15. So right now I'm going to tell you a story about the Mask family. So let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a family called the Mask family. This family has 4 members. They are Father Mask, Mother Mask, Brother Mask, and Sister Mask. Not many people knew that they are a family with different superpowers. They used to be a happy and peaceful family until a villain called the COVID-19 came and annoyed the world and the family. The family couldn't stay silent with the COVID-19 attacking the people in the world and giving them the virus that he brought. Then, Father Mask told his family to get ready to fight with the villain. Father Mask with the sanitized web power, Mother Mask with the disinfectant ice power, Brother Mask with his heating power, and Sister Mask with the liquid lubricant soap power. Then, Father Mask asked his assistant to track COVID-19. After they found him, they lured him to go to a place called New Normal, where everyone was inside their house and won't go out. They started to execute their plan to attack him. Mother Mask distracted COVID-19's attention, so the others could attack him. With that chance, from the back, Father Mask tied him using his sanitized web. However, COVID-19 rebelled and broke the web. Angrily, he attacked the family with his dangerous liquid virus. Fortunately, they avoided it by using Mother Mask's disinfectant ice as their shield. After that, Sister Mask used her lubricant to his feet to trap COVID-19. With the help of Father Mask, he tied him again using his web. Mother Mask then stabbed COVID-19 with her sharp disinfectant ice. And for the finale, Brother Mask heated the ice and melted, killing COVID-19, and the world was full of peace again, with no one to annoy them anymore. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video until this end. So, God bless you and see you again. Goodbye!
Wow! Just wow! That was perfection! You guys rock! A big thank you for those of you who have taken the time to participate in this storytelling competition. My prayer is everyone will win and no one loses. Now back to our friend Ivan. Back to you, Ivan.
Oke, terima kasih Axel. Nah, habis ini kita akan melihat lomba membuat poster dengan tema Waspada COVID-19 dengan menggunakan bahasa Jawa. Oke, selamat menyaksikan.
Yo teman-teman, jadi setelah ini ada video proses pembuatan posterku untuk lomba di Bulan Bahasa nanti. Semoga ya seru atau bagus ya, tapi semoga teman-teman bisa mendapatkan pelajaran, pencerahan dan hidayah untuk kehidupan sehari-hari melalui posterku. Jadi daripada banyak omong lagi, langsung kita mulai aja guys. Ya jadi guys, ini tuh aku pakai color palette-nya itu ngambil dari Pinterest. Ya ada 4 warna, aku cuma pakai 3 warna doang. Soalnya kalau semuanya pakai jelek ya, sosokan pakai color palette tapi hasilnya jelek, udah amat gak ngurus wis. Pokoknya itu aja guys ya, enjoy aja lah videonya, semoga kalian bisa mendapatkan pelajaran ya. Bye bye. Oh ya, aku ngeditnya pakai pixel lab guys, apa soalnya ya emang aku cuma bisa di pixel lab ya, gitulah, udah nonton aja guys.
Mata halu, aduh.
Oh ya, ini tuh kalau di TikTok namanya kalau sama motifnya itu terakota gitu guys. Jadi ya kayak ada bulat-bulat gitulah. Ya di TikTok banyak tutorialnya. Aku juga terinspirasinya dari di TikTok. Ayo cuci tangan, ben awakmu resik teko virus.
You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze. Suddenly, the wind blows you away from me. Now I see we were never meant to be. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. from the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see, this is where you want to be. When you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, and dancing till the dawn.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Fearless.
sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. And it's been 2 years, I miss my home. But there's fire burning in my bones. Still believe. Yeah, I still believe. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong.
stand a chance without you, girl. It's not like I have to be somewhere right now, but why are you crying? Feels like just a day or maybe two since I last saw you, but now I won't come back around if you're not trying.
Wah, posternya bagus-bagus ya. Penampilan dari teman-teman yang lain itu juga bagus kok. Oke teman-teman semuanya, terima kasih sudah mau berpartisipasi dalam lomba Bulan Bahasa kali ini. Yang diincar bukan menang atau kalahnya kok, tapi usaha kita yang sudah mau memberikan yang terbaik untuk lomba kali ini. Oke teman-teman semuanya, sampai ketemu di event-event selanjutnya. Terima kasih dan Tuhan memberkati.
上帝祝福你。Gusti berkahi.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bapak Ibu dan para siswa sekalian, sebelum kita mengakhiri kegiatan kita hari ini, kita sama-sama berdoa. Tuhan Maha Pengasih, kami mengucap syukur atas setiap kesempatan yang Tuhan berikan kepada kami untuk boleh menjalani kehidupan. Artinya kami boleh bertanggung jawab atas setiap kepercayaan yang Tuhan percayakan melalui kehidupan ini. Untuk kami jalani dengan baik dan kami kembangkan diri kami seturut dengan apa yang Tuhan kehendaki. Kami boleh mengakhiri serangkaian acara Bulan Bahasa. Biarlah momen ini boleh menjadi kesempatan kami untuk belajar. Kami semakin mengenali potensi yang ada di dalam diri kami. Kami mensyukuri karena Tuhan juga mempercayakan bakat potensi yang ada di dalam diri kami yang boleh melengkapi kehidupan kami. Biarlah kami menggunakan potensi yang Tuhan berikan ini untuk bisa memberkati orang lain, terlebih lagi untuk bisa memuliakan nama Tuhan di dalam kehidupan kami. Kami mau mendoakan setiap panitia acara yang sudah berjerih lelah untuk mempersiapkan segala sesuatunya, dan biarlah Tuhan memberkati mereka dengan kesehatan dan juga memberkati mereka dengan kehidupan yang baik. Terima kasih Tuhan, inilah doa dan permohonan kami sampaikan hanya di dalam nama Tuhan kami yang terkasih Yesus Kristus. Amin.